Hello again, lovers of romance. Tonight, we're delving into the aftermath of their beach adventure, as Lily grapples with her feelings for Nate and the frightening possibility of changing her entire life. Bask in the afterglow of awakening, where every touch leaves an indelible mark. Chapter 9. Riptides of the Heart. The walk back to Lily's hotel was silent, the earlier joy of the morning washed away by the tide of reality. Nate's presence beside her felt like a reproach, though his face remained carefully neutral. As they reached the hotel entrance, Lily turned to him, words bubbling up.
Nate,
It's fine.
He cut her off, his tone belying his words.
I get it. You have an image to maintain.
Before Lily could respond, he was gone, striding down the beach with his camera bag slung over his shoulder. She watched him go, her heart heavy in her chest. In her room, Lily stood under the shower, letting the warm water wash away the salt and sand. But it couldn't wash away the memory of Nate's hurt expression, or the sick feeling in her stomach. She wrapped herself in a fluffy robe and sank onto the bed, her gaze landing on her open laptop. The blinking cursor in her email draft seemed to mock her indecision.
Dear Marco, regarding the luxury resort campaign.
Lily's fingers hovered over the keys, then dropped. She closed her eyes, memories flooding back unbidden. The bonfire on the beach, Nate showing her the candid photos he'd taken.
Now that's Hawaii.
He'd said, his eyes alight with passion. The art gallery, his hand warm in hers, as he showed her the pearl painting.
You don't have to choose, between your world and this one.
This morning, the exhilaration of helping the seal, the feel of his lips on hers. Lily's eyes snapped open. She grabbed her phone, scrolling through her Instagram feed. Photo after photo of perfectly posed moments, carefully filtered and captioned. Was this really all she was? All she wanted to be? A notification popped up. Marissa had tagged her in a post. With trembling fingers, Lily opened it. The photo showed her and Nate emerging from the water, hands clasped and faces alight with joy. It was blurry, taken from a distance, but the happiness radiating from them was unmistakable.
Spotted, @Lillian Bloom, getting up close and personal with the local wildlife. And I don't just mean the seal. #island. Romance. #unfiltered moments.
Lily stared at the image, her heart racing. It was raw, unpolished, nothing like her usual content. And yet, it was beautiful. Real. She thought of her followers, of the messages she received about how her posts inspired them. Could she inspire them with authenticity too? Show them that life didn't have to be perfectly filtered to be beautiful. But as quickly as the thought came, doubt crept in. What if her followers didn't want reality? What if brands stopped wanting to work with her? She'd worked so hard to build her career, her life. Could she really risk it all for, what? A man she barely knew? A version of herself she wasn't sure existed? Lily's gaze drifted to her suitcase, where a small box lay hidden beneath her clothes. Inside was a bottle of sand from the beach where she'd first met Nate. She'd collected it on a whim, a private memento of a moment that had felt significant. She'd never kept such sentimental souvenirs before. Her life was digital, curated, easily packed up, and moved to the next exotic location. But now, a knock at the door startled her from her reverie. Lily opened it to find a hotel staff member holding a small package. "Delivery for you, Miss Chen." Puzzled, Lily took the package and retreated back into her room. She opened it with shaking hands, gasping softly at what she found inside. It was a photo. One of Nate's, but not the polished shots from his gallery showing. This was from their morning on the beach. In it, Lily was laughing, hair wild and eyes bright as she looked through his camera. She barely recognized herself, and yet, she'd never looked more alive. A note accompanied the photo.
This is the Lily I see. Thought you might want to meet her too. Nate.
Lily sank onto the bed, the photo clutched to her chest. Tears pricked at her eyes as the full weight of her situation hit her. She wanted this. The joy, the spontaneity, the realness she felt with Nate. But wanting wasn't enough. She had to be brave enough to choose it, to let go of the safety of her curated life and dive into the unknown. As if on cue, her phone buzzed. Her manager.
Luxury resort impatient for an answer. Need to know by tomorrow if you're in. This could be huge for your brand, Lily. Don't let this opportunity slip away.
Lily stared at the message, then back at Nate's photo. Two paths stretched before her, diverging in ways she couldn't fully grasp. The safe route, accept the campaign, stick to what she knew, maintain the brand she'd built. The uncertain path, embrace authenticity, risk her carefully constructed image, explore the connection with Nate. She couldn't have both. The realization settled over her like a weight. As the Hawaiian sun dipped towards the horizon, painting the sky in hues no filter could replicate, Lily Chen stood at a crossroads. The choice she made would define not just her career, but who she was at her core. And time was running out.